Hey listeners, welcome back to our latest episode. Today we're talking about a big shakeup in British politics. Andy Burnham, the newly elected Prime Minister, has just named John Healey as his Chancellor of the Exchequer. In a move that many pundits describe as a surprise, Burnham has chosen a man who was a former Defense Secretary and who left that post last month, saying the Treasury hadn't given the armed services the funding they needed. Healey's appointment places him in charge of the country's finances and in a position to help implement Burnham's pledge to spread economic growth across the UK. Now, Burnham's rise to the top of the Labour Party was swift and, according to the reports, he has vowed to break away from the economic policies that have dominated Britain for the past 4 decades. He wants more power in the hands of local authorities, hoping that local decision-makers can better spur growth in regions that have been left behind. In addition, Burnham says he would bring water, housing, energy and transportation under more public control, a clear nod to a more interventionist approach. He's expected to roll out his first measures to address the high cost of living very soon, with promises that the first announcements will come on Tuesday. We should remember what Burnham has said about the past. He said, in the 1980s, Britain took some wrong turns. Political power was centralized, economic power privatized. Large parts of the country deindustrialized, and they still haven't recovered. He points to the privatization wave under Margaret Thatcher as the root of the problems that have kept the country's economy dragging. He believes that policy has failed the majority of people and is determined to reverse course. But the road ahead is rough. Britain's economy has been running at a sluggish pace since the 2008 financial crisis. We've got deep regional divides that still linger, stubbornly high inflation, and a hefty debt burden that keeps the government busy paying interest. The new cabinet will have to tackle those issues alongside the long-running strain that the war in the Middle East has put on the economy. The last few months have seen energy prices jump, so household energy bills have risen, and expectations that the Bank of England will cut interest rates this year have evaporated. John Healey, 66, has been a Member of Parliament since 1997, representing a constituency in Northern England. He's a seasoned politician, but as we've seen, his appointment was not expected. The post of Chancellor is one of the most consequential cabinet posts. It controls how much money other departments receive and how much Diband claims can exert its influence. The office and official residence, located at number 11 Downing Street right next to the Prime Minister's own home, Undersow. What does Burnham hope to achieve with this first appointment? Early signals indicate he wants to tighten his own holdover policy direction and make sure his cabinet follows his lead. Upgrade of local government power, bringing infrastructure under public control, and planning to cut the cost of living in the next days. He aims to change an economy that hasn't benefited most people since the privatization. The new Chancellor will also have the huge task of navigating the financial fallout from Middle East conflict, high energy costs, and persistent inflation. So, that's the lowdown. New Prime Minister Andy Burnham has made an unexpected choice by appointing former Defense Secretary John Healey to oversee Britain's finances. He intends to reverse decades of privatization, empower local councils, and bring essential services back into public hands. The challenges ahead are deep, including a sluggish economy, regional inequality, high inflation, a debt-heavy public sector, and rising energy bills amid a conflict across the world. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep freshening yourself up with the news that matters, right after that short break. Happy listening, and see you next time.